Hi guys, welcome back. We are finishing up the series, and no matter how many times I fix that, it keeps on going back, so I'm just gonna leave it. I don't even care. So it's bugging me, but I'm just gonna leave it. Anyway guys, alright, let's get started. The series is whatever needs to come out, and we're gonna do what's helping and what's hindering. Life has been lifing. I had to go and take my kids in for a allergy test. My eldest daughter came back allergic to like chicken, eggs, and dairy. I'm like, bro, that's half our menu. And oats. Yeah, no. So there's so many revamps we're gonna have to be doing in our home. And since we're all allergic to dairy, we're just probably gonna switch to like almond or something, because all three of us are pretty allergic, including me. All right, let's get started. Capricorns, my best friends, I hope you guys have been good. Let's see what's going on. What is helping you at this time? All right, I'm hearing cut the deck, so hang on. Okay. Message is going to be very specific. This happened yesterday in here we go, Scorpio. You guys got 2 for what's helping. You got heart chakra, conception. Alright, so the heart chakra says the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. And then it says conception, the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything it creates begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Capricorn, so I feel like you guys right now are manifesting correctly. There is I'm getting a pullback, almost like a boomerang of energy that's come back to you guys, or is coming back to you guys. Almost like you guys have actually called all your energy back from every single thing, person, place, or thing that had taken your energy, your attention, your time, even your money, and all of that has boomeranged back to you. And because you guys are manifesting through the heart, which is where you're supposed to manifest through, which is emotion, I feel like your guys' sacral chakra right now is very active, and that is where birth is created, right? Conception. So I feel like even maybe your solar chakra and your sacral chakra could be very active right now, and I feel like you guys are getting a lot of downloads through your crown, because I just got that weird pull that I get whenever I feel like a download. So right now things are absolutely great. This is phenomenal. You're manifesting the correct way, which means that everything that you are, I heard you guys are practicing the law of detachment, which is, yeah, but you guys we're having a hard time possibly disconnecting your heart without turning it off. But you guys have found some way to keep your heart open, keep your emotions flowing, and detaching from everything, I don't mean, you guys know what I mean. I don't mean like detaching from your kids and stuff like that, or family. I just mean detaching from the outcomes, detaching from expectations of people, detaching from expectations of outcomes of things, relationships, all of that, right? And my nose is getting itchy. And because of that, you guys are actually able to manifest quickly. And because you guys have here 4 and 16, which is 7, 4 and 7. So you guys might be a life path 4 or life path 7. So there's a lot of blue. I see a lot of blue. I see a lot of orange. And a lot of green. So yeah, right now you guys are manifesting perfectly. Let's go ahead and see what is hindering you. I don't want to say blocking because I don't feel like, I just want to say hindering. Let's see, what is hindering Capricorn? This is a big deck. It's a little hard to shuffle. I mixed 2 decks in this. Whoa. They went over the heart chakra, abundance. Okay, so with abundance being your hindrance, I feel like it's fear of, there's a fear of, why did my mind just go blank? You guys have still a little bit of lack mentality, a little bit of fear of what if I can't, what if I can't. I feel like maybe you guys are, which is really strange, right, for Capricorns, but I hate when people say that, oh, it's because they're a Cancer and they blah blah blah, right? Or they're Capricorns, all they care about is money. Like, yes, you guys are hard workers, but one of my bestest friends really is a Capricorn. And she's a hard worker, but she's not, it's not all about the money, right? She's a very good friend. She's a good everything. So when people say, oh, it's because Capricorns just care about work, that's not the truth. But I feel like maybe right now you guys are having an issue with finances, because you guys do have abundance here, right? But when it's in the challenging position, I feel like it's because you guys have a fear of, or a lack mentality, or you guys are fearing that you guys aren't making enough. Maybe you guys are a little bit tight and it's putting a fear into you that you need to work harder, you need to work longer, you need to work more, you need to work, come up with different avenues of how to make income. But that fear is actually not helping. I'm not going to say block, because I don't feel like you're blocked, but it is slowing down, right? It's in the way. It's almost like you're speed walking through one of those, like the walkways to the airports where you don't have to walk, it just like moves you. You're trying to speed walk through that, and there's people in the way, obviously, because that's meant to be for people that are just like, I don't know, I think that I don't know, maybe that's for people to just, it makes no sense, because honestly, if you sped walk, you would get through it so much quicker. So I think that's really honestly for people that just want to leisurely get through it, right? They're not in a hurry. They're not trying to the hustle and bustle, right? But if you're late, I wouldn't take that. I'd walk next to it, and I'd speed walk, or I'd even run. But that's the image I'm getting. I'm getting like you guys are trying to speed walk, and there's a bunch of people, and you're still getting through, but you're having to get things out of the, I just heard ludicrous, get out the way, move. Anyway, with transparency at the bottom. The energy of transparency supports our expansion towards a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. Yes, there's a need right now to understand that the more you focus on money, the less that's not proper English, and I'm not going to say that. I was going to say the least it'll come. That's not right. Again, the way manifestation works is you put in your order. Let's say I order something from Amazon, right? I'm not gonna sit there by the door, even though there are times where I'd like to, and wait for my package to arrive, right? We know when it's gonna come, and sometimes we don't know when it's gonna come, especially if it's something coming from China. We have no idea when it's gonna come. You kind of just have to let it come when you're not paying attention. You're not going to sit by the door. You're going to continue to do your job. You're going to continue to clean your home. You're going to continue to do all the other 3D things you're supposed to do and wait for your package to arrive, right? You can't sit there and watch, you know, with the line that everybody uses, you know, water will never boil when you're watching it. I feel like you guys are doing really good, though. I feel, though, that there is still a little bit of fear lingering. And there's a little bit of, am I going to be okay? Are things going to work out? Or I can honestly tell you, from 2000, when I was making the most money I've ever made, to the last, let's say, 4.5 years, was the reverse for me, right? And there has been a need to... Every time I start having doubts, I start having, like, you know, these freakouts or whatever about money, I get 444. To me, it always, to 444 to me is always, we're always going to be looking out for you. We're always going to take care of you. We got it. Don't worry about it. And there has not been a single time that things were not taken care of, right? I feel, though, that you guys are still, because things are tight, and you guys aren't able to get in the green, is what I'm hearing, right? You guys are still in you guys feel like you guys are in the red. And yes, your guys' sign does tend to, like, every sign tends to like to have a cushion, be comfortable where they are with finances. So there's a need right now to kind of surrender whatever fear, whatever doubts you guys have, and allow things to move properly, because you guys are in the right energy. The right energy. Just don't take that little moving sidewalk. That sidewalk is just going to block your way. You guys need to just walk past it. Just walk past it, and don't pay attention to the people in front of you, right? Let's clarify heart chakra and conception. Yeah, the Four of Swords. You guys have been healing your heart chakra, and that's why you guys are finally able, you guys were healing your heart chakra. And I feel like the universe was taking care of you, but at the same time, it kept you at a low, there wasn't a lot coming in because they needed you to be stable and in a certain place, right? They needed you to heal, because what I feel like what you went through was a lot. And they needed you to not have a lot of movement, because you needed to clean out that heart chakra. Because what you're gonna start going through, what you're gonna start doing is huge. And there's a need. Look, with the Eight of Cups, yeah, not moving, not walking away, not being able to go anywhere, because you needed to stay in place so you could heal. What you're meant to do next is going to be something big, and you needed to be healed. You needed to not have any of that past baggage and have healed your heart chakra. And that is why I'm hearing we were taking care of you, but we needed you to not have enough that you could go out and, let's say, get outside. When you're searching outside of yourself for comfort, they needed you to stay in place so that you could heal, is what I continue to get. Let's clarify conception. And I don't know why I just got really sleepy in your guys. Like, literally right now it just hit me. You got the Queen of Wands. Yes, the Queen of Wands for conception. And the Empress. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So right now there's that fire starting. The fire is coming out, and it's because you took the time and you've healed, and you're starting to do that now, and you're taking the time and you're starting to heal. And I feel like for a lot of you guys have done a lot of the healing work already, and you needed what needed to be done, whatever it was that needed to go in your life, whether it was a job, a person, whatever it was, right, has been removed. And you guys have done some of the healing work. And I feel because of that, and because they had you in place, now that fire is starting to get lit up, and I'm seeing just a blaze, right? And you guys are coming back into your Empress energy, because look, the Hermit in reverse, the Moon in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have come out and things that you learned, and even though we feel like okay, yeah, this wasn't a big deal, it is a big deal. And we tend to push past it without actually healing, without going in, without allowing it to, without us allowing ourselves to see how much damage what we went through actually was. I don't know why in this reading my grammar is horrible. Whatever, it's fine, but it's bugging me. Yeah. The reason why you were so held back is because what you're going to do next is going to be big. It's going to be huge, and there was a need for you to cleanse your heart. You know, that energy, whenever you're going through something in your life, whenever you don't heal that, you still have that darkness, that seed that can be brought up by other things, by other people, right? That can still, you can still be manipulated by that pain, right? Because if anybody can trigger that, you can be manipulated, right? So you needed to sit still so that nobody could manipulate you, because you are the Empress. You're the mother. You give birth to ideas. You give birth to it's conception. It's literally conception. Some of you guys could be getting pregnant. Some of you guys could be pregnant. If you are, congratulations. But it really is about birth of ideas, birth of an empire, birth of whatever it is that you want, right? Everything comes from birth, creates. It's a seed. Even a seed blooms, right? And if you still have that darkness, if you still have that hate, that anger, that negativity, what's going to be bloomed is going to be tainted. So there was a need to cleanse out that heart chakra. I said this yesterday. There's a need to raw dog your heart space. All right, let's clarify abundance. So why is this I don't even remember what I called it. Hindering. Oh. You got the Eight of Cups in reverse. With the Eight of Swords. Feeling like there's no movement. Feeling like you can't move towards your goal. Feeling like there's no movement in your goals. Like no matter what you do, nothing seems to move forward. There's no... You're afraid that you're not going to be able to walk away from something, or you're afraid that you're not going to be able to get out of debt, I'm hearing, honestly, or even be able to do the things that you want to do. Some of you guys, maybe it's even like be able to get out of certain situations with certain people, right? Because you feel like maybe money as a hindrance for you to be able to get out of certain relationships. Let me get another one. With the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Moon. Because there's things that have come to light that you've seen the truth about. The Four... The hell? Oh, this is the Six of Swords. not being able to leave a situation. Ace of Cups, where there's no more love, and the Sun in reverse. And the Eight of Swords, being stuck in your head. You're not happy in a situation where there's no love. And you feel like because you don't have the funds, you can't leave a situation. But secrets have come out. The truth has come out about people, places, and things. And you're not happy and you want to leave. And you feel like... if this isn't a relationship, maybe this is work. Maybe you feel like, you know, you can't leave a job because... you need the money, but you're miserable. You hate the job. You're unhappy there. You feel like you can't walk away. There's a lot of secrets coming out. Maybe people gossiping. Maybe people, you know, talking behind your back. Whatever it is, right? And you feel like you can't walk away from this. You feel like you can't leave it. You have to stay there. Because you feel like you don't have enough money, or you're not secure enough to leave to go somewhere else. Listen, if you're meant to be somewhere else, the universe is going to help you get wherever it is that you need to get. The universe, God, whoever it is that you pray to, we don't judge here. I don't, whatever. I don't care. Not that I don't care. I care about you guys. I don't care what you believe in. Your beliefs, you could believe whatever and still be here. I don't have any thoughts on what you believe in. What I'm saying is, whatever higher power that you feel is leading you, right, will always help you get where you need to go. All you have to do is ask. If you're afraid, you're going to allow that fear to intervene when you're perfectly ready to do what you have to do and move. And with the Empress here, maybe you guys have kids and you guys are worried because you're afraid that maybe you won't have enough. Listen, from somebody coming from somebody that has started over so many times, and I mean so many times, you have no idea. I've been divorced twice. I've lived in different countries. I've been homeless with 2 kids. I have started over so many times. And the only thing I can tell you is it's always better than being stuck in a situation where you're miserable. I can tell you that much. Even though it's going to suck for a minute, absolutely it is going to suck for a minute. But I promise you that whoever it is that you get guidance from, who you're the highest of highest, the holiest of holies, they're going to help you with whatever it is that you need. Don't ever stay in a situation because you feel like you don't have enough. You're always going to be provided enough. And I can tell you that just from having gone through it. I have been through most things. And I can tell you that I've always been taken care of. Was it scary? Yes. Would I like to do it again? No. Could I do it again? Yes. Yes, I could. Alright? Yeah, with the 8 of Swords, get out of your head. And with the 9 of Swords, yeah, you guys are mentally stuck in your head. 2 of Wands, you are having a hard time making a move. With the Wheel of Fortune, ending a cycle here. Just get out and do it. I promise you, the universe will move mountains for you. Especially when you're not supposed to be somewhere anymore. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of making better choices, being happier, moving away from something that is toxic or something that's just not for you. What if it's not toxic? You're just not happy anymore. People have a right to be happy. People have a right to be happy. And I said this in another reading, like one of the biggest things that people get married is, oh, they got pregnant, I have to marry them. Because why? Okay, so we had a baby, right? And let's say I decide to keep it. Why do I have to marry you when I don't see you as my person? Why would I waste my life when, yes, I could have a beautiful child, but I don't have to waste my life with you. We can co-parent and we'll go on our separate ways and you find your person and I'll find mine. That's just an example, right? You guys got, what do you need to release? No joke. What do you need to release? And then you got meditate and contemplate. You could be dealing with it, Pisces. Something could have happened in Pisces. Prosperity lies ahead. See? What did I say? What did I say? Alright, Capricorns, my besties. I will leave it here. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you guys soon.